Okay, folks, things continue. We are going to mess with the rest of World 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3. So, at my expense, you will see some of this card game. Now, really, I would skip it, but I do think somehow there are folks out there that want to see those, so I figured, what the hell. But we've got some chain chomps, and they are pretty bitter. You definitely do not want to uh, wind up fighting those guys unless you have a Koopa shell or something. But I do like the stages in this world. The orange sky is really inviting. I think that in combination with the actual layout. I mean, haven't really talked about Super Mario Maker. I mean, that's yet another one of those things. People, I don't know how many millions of people have bought the game by this point, but they're able to make things in the same format. They're able to make things in the same format as Nintendo did. There's just all sorts of stuff. Nintendo really went crazy with their past couple games. I mean, Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, they just really haven't been looking back. But it's good stuff. It makes you wonder if Star Fox is going to come out this year or not. That's another one of those. So, what I'm trying to figure out is what necessarily... Yeah, I mean, I've got video games planned, I just don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I mean, the Super Mario Brothers movie, that's another one of those things. Video game movies, I've been trying to watch a few of those, actually. I want to. I'm thinking about Resident Evil, but there's also various other ones. They're making a Warcraft. When I went and saw Star Wars back in December, they had a preview for World of Warcraft. So interestingly enough, that is coming out in June. I think I will see it. I definitely do have plans. It's going to be a summer movie. I really hope that they don't drop the ball. I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing I hate is when movies come out and the first thing that comes out of a person's mouth is how much it sucks. I don't know. Like the likelihood of every single movie that comes out as shitty is just not realistic. I mean, because we're talking like Captain America sucks. We're talking Jurassic Park sucks. We're talking Sherlock Holmes sucks. I mean, whatever type thing that they bring out, there's always someone who's gonna harp on it. I mean, it just gets tiresome, I definitely would appreciate it with less, cynic type attitude. But I am gonna see it. I mean, even if it does actually bomb, I still think there should be some touching moments in it. I really feel like, it's $1 million franchise. Why can't they make $1 million movie? Might even be like a multi-million-dollar franchise, really. But I did watch that game some last year. I was trying to get into that more, but I mean, that's like the legacy of it all. Just trying to get the patience for that sort of thing. But, these are just my antics in the cave stages. You gotta pay attention to the fact that Mario, you're gonna have some antics in it, just because every person has their own approach, and there's actually people that will have problems with the Buzzy Beetles, which are the blue things. So, myself included, apparently. But really, I do like these indoor stages. I mean, it adds a bit of extra stuff. I mean, but you just don't really see Mario indoors. He's kind of, a Tarzan type person, just because, he usually isn't inside a building very often. But I guess the role-playing games change that. So, point being, we've got tons and tons of left of this game, and really, World 2 is about to come to an end. But I do stumble with the Boomerang Brothers. So, just like in Super Mario Brothers, these guys do have a pattern, but I do think that most people may not get the pattern. So, pattern is he throws 2 boomerangs and then pauses briefly to give you enough time to jump on his head. Some people just use fire flowers. It's whatever you want to do, but that's all there is. But really, there's a magic ship on this course that you can get if you do things in like a proper order, and it's just basically a coin ship. But there are some secrets in this game. For people who think I know everything about Super Mario Bros. 3, there's pretty much some secrets to it if you want them. And for example, if you get the frog suit and you actually beat the boss on the airship, the king will say something different to you. He'll think that you were transformed. So, these are just various things. But, so it's got some nice effects, really the lightning and things like that. It just happens to, it actually does kind of look foreboding. If you didn't understand what they're actually doing, they are invading these kingdoms with the airships. So, if Mario were to lose, it will go across the map, and you'll have to go to stages you may not have beaten and fight the ship again. But to what I'm thinking, they just drop bombs on people. They're really an armada of things. This is where cinematics really could have come in handy. I mean, if we would have just gotten a few cities that got some cannonballs and a few Toad prisoners and that sort of thing, it would have added that much more touch to the game. But for a Nintendo game, a game that came out in 1990, this was still pretty good. So I mean this is Mario Unbound, in other words. It really took until Super Mario Sunshine to get cinematics, I might add. Didn't happen in Mario 64. At least I don't think it did. So that's 2002. But alright, stay tuned for part 5. I'm definitely going to get more of this game up in the future. We are going to have fun with this, and subscribe for more fun.